Hello, good day, welcome to another Wavelength 3. I am, of course, Autistic Genius, and today we're talking about a very famous American TV show called What Would You Do? This show is basically where they take scenarios that are deemed unfair and see how the general public react. In this episode, it's about a child with autism displaying typical behaviour in a public place. I won't say any more because the video kind of does it for me, so let's press play, shall we?
We set up our hidden cameras at the Chit Chat Diner in Hackensack, New Jersey. Actors are playing the role of the parents, the daughter, and the son with autism.
I'll just say at this point, the child with autism hasn't got autism. He has been coached by professionals who are experts in the field, and I think by a parent of a child with autism as well.
Keeping things real is Andrew's mother, Lisa Gorin, who happens to represent Autism Speaks, the nation's largest autism science and advocacy group.
Please Google this. I'll be honest with you, this is the first I've heard of it. I will be reading articles, I will be looking into this website. This will be useful to you. Please, please, please. These will be words spoken from the heart, as this person who leads it has autism affects her life greatly. So please, please, please check it out.
As our scenario begins, Anthony, our 14-year-old actor, is already starting to attract attention.
Eggs. Eggs. I want eggs. Eggs. Eggs.
Repetitive language and behavior are classic signs of autism.
Now, yes, these are typical signs of autism. Remember, just because it happens to this boy doesn't mean it will happen to all of them. There are many ways autism affects people. This is generalised to help us be aware of it. So let's carry on.
I want eggs.
My sister's got a lot of
Eggs.
For the next several minutes, Anthony fidgets. He wanders around and generally ignores his parents' requests.
Anthony, you want to come back here?
Come on, let's go sit down.
No one seems too bothered about his behavior.
Sorry again.
Yes, no one does seem too bothered by his behaviour. That is because if a child is misbehaving in public, regardless if they have a diagnosis or if they're disabled in any way, we don't like to get involved. Don't get even if you have a very good understanding of autism or whatever, and you know something's not right. Don't get involved. Let the parents deal with it first. What happens next is quite shocking.
Except, that is, for this man.
Excuse me. Can you just, we're in a public place here. Maybe he should go home, all right? Or can you control him?
But he's an actor too. And in the absence of any reaction from others, we ask him to respond the way some people unfortunately do.
When I first watched this really upset me because I've never experienced this, someone with autism. But people out there do experience and go through this. It breaks my heart. So this is why we need to speak about autism, because people like this really need to learn and be educated.
Anthony's father tries leveling with our disgruntled diner.
He has autism. Okay?
Is that what?
But then, moments later, Anthony knocks his glass over.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe you should take him home.
And that's when our diner's behavior draws attention.
Maybe you should show a little discipline or something. He's out of control.
This man looks like he wants to say something, but he's too horrified to speak. As other customers try to comfort the mom, this school teacher finally finds his voice.
Turn around and shut your mouth.
His outburst prompts others to offer some choice words of their own.
Keep your mouth shut!
Jesus Christ, from 1 minute, this is just a boy with autism and one guy's not happy about having a go at the parents. Now, they're getting the torch and the blooming pitchforks out.
Eat and keep your mouth shut! You're the one disrupting everybody.
They're going to start fucking chasing them out the village in a minute.
Setting the whole place.
You know, if my son, I'm sorry, if my son were here, I would not want to be here in a public...
It's going to be like that. It's just like, it's crazy.
place if you were acting like that. You know, forget it. Forget it. I just want to get my check.
This is a very good example of why they say knowledge is power, because one man didn't have knowledge that the others in the restaurant did, and because of that, they are together united. That is why we need to make autism aware.
Guys, can I get my check? You know, this is my first time here.
And with that, our diner walks out.
But now, after watching that was very interesting, very fascinating, very intrigued and very upset by it, actually. It's very distressing. Now we're going to read some comments that are on the YouTube. So anyway, Gemma Ingram says, I have a child with autism. He's amazingly polite, who would never be disruptive in a restaurant, as I would not let him. Very good, very firm, very decisive. No, it's yes or no, black and white. That's good. Good with autism. No jargon, none of this rubbish. It's this way or that way. Like it. Discipline works with a child with autism, as do boundaries. However, shouting and screaming near him like the other diners, and also clapping, would upset him greatly. Very true. Autism doesn't equal bad behaviours. Obviously, not all children with autism are like my child. However, a lot are. I think that really helps the cause, I think. And also for parents who may not be as fortunate as Gemma, may see that and go, oh no, what do I do? Gemma Ingram, I'm going to say Gemma Ingram, please find this video. I want you to comment on this video, and I want you to like my Autistic Genius Facebook page, post on it, give us some help, give parents the tips they need. This is why autistic parents and people with it have to connect. Please give us some tips. I'd love to hear how you deal with it. It'd be absolutely fascinating to me. There are some trollers on here, but I don't know if they're worth mentioning. I might mention them just to shame them, because I think it's disgusting behaviour. I wouldn't want that retard ruining my meal. Beasts like this should be kept in a cage. All he wanted was some eggs. You're the beast. This one really caught my attention because of the way she talks about her autism. So Tamara Medley says, look, I have autism and I somehow can control my autism. Now that's an interesting way of looking at it. I mean, some people with autism, I get this a lot. I get a lot of urges that are not great. Like, for example, a really good one is that when I'm in a meeting or have to really engage with someone, I have to react, my brain and my body wants me to punch them. It wants me to physically hurt the person, because I really don't want to be sat there having to engage with someone, because it's just, I find it really difficult, like really, really difficult. I just feel like I'm trapped. And it's a weird thing, because it's a normal situation everyone's in. You just sat chatting with someone in a certain way, like more of a formal way, like a professional way, and I find it very distressing and trapping. I find it very like claustrophobic. And I don't do any of the inappropriate things, so I control the urge. And I suppose that's what she means by controlling the autism. When it activates, I have literal complete control of my autism. Now, I like how she speaks. It's almost like my autism, it's mine. She talks about it like it's hers. And that's what people with autism and all sorts have to remember, that it's yours. It's yours. For you, it's yours. It's different for every single person, so it's your autism. Don't think autism's this, because it's not. It really isn't. Any disability is the same. It is yours. And what happens to you will only happen to you, won't it? I mean, there will be similarities, but it's yours because everyone's different. Cold Circle 1 says, it's all a bunch of bullshit and an excuse to act like an arsehole. Now, so if that's the case, then you have autism, because that is completely an unacceptable way for you to use your voice. That's just negative. That's not going to help anybody. That's just going to make you feel like you're better than us because you're trolling and you're pathetic. And people who do these things, you may think, oh, it's funny, and you get a reaction. You'll get, well, congratulations, you've got your reaction. But I'm telling you straight, if you said that to my face, I mean, you'd get an earful, mate. Please, people like this, can you just go away, sit down and watch a 2-minute video about autism, and it is explained to you in the most simplest way, and then you might go, oh my God, why? People with autism should not shy away in the dark. You should go out and enjoy yourself and do things that everybody else does. Just because you feel a different way doesn't mean you can't enjoy the same things. I have Asperger's, as I've said to a lot of people on these videos. I now live in my own apartment. I have my own things. I've got pets. I've got this. Sure, I live on my own. I've not got a girlfriend, but I've had long-term relationships and they fell apart because obviously they just have. And it's just the way things work. But all you got to remember is anyone can do it, and it is for anybody on this planet to get your own place and to have a job that's sustainable and that you've got comfortable income. It's a good achievement regardless if you're autistic or not. So just because you have autism, don't feel like You know, it's only difficult because it's you. It's difficult for everyone. Life's hard, and people with autism find it harder. So can we all take in information that's important about autism and just work together and be more united about it? Like in that restaurant, everyone was united. Everyone understood that this kid had some form of issue. I'm not going to say that they knew exactly what it was. Someone might have. The teacher might have been, he's autistic. He might have just known. I would have probably picked up on it. But like, you know, so we need to unite and be aware, because that's how we beat the small-minded minority, beat the small-minded people, because they make me sick. They make me sick. So, you know, anyway, I can't go on because I'm just going to ramble and waffle and be angry about the ban. And some of the idiots on YouTube, please ignore them, because I have. Thank you so much for watching. I am, of course, Autistic Genius. More videos to come as soon as I sort out. Thanks for watching. Toodles.